He's my brother Sajid, planning kill me.
Yes, you heard that right. This young woman from rural Pakistan is living in fear of her own family. Although it doesn't sound like a good way to start a Thanksgiving story, it is. The truth is that Sajida Bibi and many women like her are being kept alive, partly by readers like you.
When my brothers came to know that I got pregnant and had an abortion, they were abusing me, calling me a street hooker, using abusive language. They even bought a revolver to get rid of me.
Sajida scandalized her family by secretly marrying and then becoming pregnant without their consent. She was forced to get an abortion.
During the abortion, no medicine was used. I was screaming so loud I could be heard in the street.
Her brothers considered the family honor stained. One wanted to sell Sajida off to a human trafficker for $1,200. The other two simply wanted to murder her.
Whatever I earned in Karachi, I sent it to my brothers. I made a lot of sacrifices for them.
With her brothers bickering over whether to sell her or kill her, Sajida decided to run away. One night she ground up some sleeping pills and put the powder in her brother's food. She slipped out of the house while they slept. Clever woman. Clever woman. Sajida eventually made her way here to a very rare place in Pakistan. It's the Women's Crisis Center run by Mukhtar Mai.
All of the women of this area have to be like Mukhtar Mai, because she is the one giving protection and shelter to those who are suffering from the same.
4 years ago, I came to this little village of Mirwala in Pakistan and met a woman who became one of my heroes, Mukhtar Mai. She had been gang raped on order of a local tribunal to punish her family for something her brother supposedly had done. Then she used the compensation money to start schools. So now I've come back to see how she's doing. Hi. How are you?
In 2002, when it happened, the government wanted to pay me 500,000 rupees. But I said, you should open a school.
In the years since Mukhtar started the school, she's managed to build a small empire dedicated to defending women in rural Pakistan. The Mukhtar Mai Women's Welfare Organization now has 4 schools that teach 900 kids, plus an ambulance service, a legal clinic, a telephone crisis hotline, and a women's shelter.
He is a man. He is the man. He is a man. He is the man. He is a man. Amen.
Much of Mukhtar's work has been funded by Times readers who flooded Mukhtar with $290,000 in donations after reading columns about her. Because of support like that, Sajida now has a safe place to live. Mukhtar even hired her to teach the first grade. Every day, women arrive at the crisis center, seeking help after being attacked, abused, kidnapped, and worse, often by their own families. But these efforts are beginning to have some effect on local attitudes.
There was a woman earlier on this morning when I arrived who was in the reception office, and she'd been sent by the police. She'd been tortured by her husband. The police hadn't done much about registering a case against her husband, but they had the wit and wisdom to send her here.
Although Sajida herself has found security at Mukhtar's shelter, she still worries about the fate of her 14-year-old sister, Shafaq. The girl is still living with her brothers, who recently forced her to drop out of school. Now Shafaq is at risk of being sold off as well. If we were to drive to your village, then do you think Shafaq would want to leave or not? Situations like these are agonizing for me. As a journalist, I'm more comfortable observing, but to think of a 14-year-old girl being sold off into a brothel by her family, that makes you want to try to help. We found a way through a trusted intermediary to get Shafaq on the phone and offered to come get her and bring her to Mukhtar's shelter. Shafaq was too scared to accept our offer. She feared that if her brothers caught her, they would kill her. But Mukhtar and her people plan to go get her if she ever changes her mind. So let me offer a Thanksgiving toast. Let's give thanks for the courage of women like Mukhtar and Sajida, and to the generosity of readers who are supporting them because they had the faith to send checks to an illiterate rape victim in a remote Pakistani village. Here's to you. In Pakistan, for the New York Times, I'm Nicholas Kristof.